When you're first starting out as an emotion code practitioner, you can get quite exhausted from the practice. Why? Namaste and greetings. My name is Carmen Santosha from Healing the Planet from Within, and I help people get unstuck from sabotaging patterns using energy work. So I've noticed on Facebook groups that, emotion code practitioners are getting quite exhausted from the practice, and they're really trying to reach out and say, what do I do about this? And hey, I can totally relate. I a couple of weeks ago completed my emotion code certification, and when I was first doing the practice, I got quite tired because I'm a high-end empath and psychic, and so when someone's releasing emotions and I'm proxying for them long distance, I'm actually feeling their emotion, the deep and darkness, misery of the emotions that I'm releasing for them. I feel it come out. So it gets quite exhausting. So I found some interesting things, and I've tried them on myself, and it really, really works. Now, one thing I would highly recommend just checking out Donna Eden and her energy medicine, because she has energy exercises that are really simple to do, like tapping the thymus and tapping this point here. I don't know what it is, but she's the expert on this, so go and do it. I've been doing this twice a day now, and there's a few different exercises she recommends to do every day, including the zip up, and this makes a big difference. So that's one tip for you, some regular energy exercises to make sure that you are working on your own energetic vibration, keeping it strong. The second tip I'm going to have for you is psychic shielding. Now, anyone working in the area of energy medicine, energy work, as a Reiki practitioner, or even doing yoga, life coaching, anyone working in energy should do a regular psychic shielding practice. Now, a lot of people just say, psychic shield up, but that only works if you first programmed your psychic shield to listen to you. Otherwise, they're like going, what's she talking about? So it's therefore very important to first program your psychic shield. Now, the way you do that is you sit in meditation and you imagine your psychic shield around you, and you feel into it. If you're visual, you might see it, but what material is it made of? What color is it? It can be made of crystal, it can be made of metal, it can be made of light energy, it can be made of dragon shields, it could be made of wood, it can be made of anything. So identify what it's made out of. So the first thing that pops into your mind is usually correct. So you just go, oh, okay, so my psychic shield is made from, crystals or water or, whatever's resonant to you. Your spirit guides will tell you. And then you ask, how strong is it? Like, what percentage is it at? Is it only functioning at 10%, 20%, 30%? And you need to get that up to 100% for it to be effective, yeah? It's important to get it up, because otherwise if you got a psychic shield that it's at 10%, well, it's not very effective. You're still going to feel emotions as an empath, as a psychic, as a Reiki healer. You're going to be affected by other people's emotions, by other people's energies, even walking down the street, sitting next to someone on the bus or the train, or just having your in-laws over. You get exhausted, right? Psychic shield. First, program your psychic shield. Look at what it's made out of. Look at the level of percentage is effective. And number 3 is the level of thickness it is. So some people might only have, a couple inches thick. Some people might have it quite wide. Some people might go a couple of feet or whatever, but just look at the thickness. The idea is to get a visual. And then it's really helpful, but it's not so necessary, is to get the feeling vibration of the psychic shield. because it's usually it's resonance of love, joy, peace, because it is from your spirit guides, from your higher self, from your God source in order to protect you. You can definitely embed this with higher energy vibrations. So you're walking down the street with this really nice vibe, psychic shield happening and feeling really joyful and peaceful and loving. That's what I do. And it's absolutely amazing, you know, it just feels good. And it's really with every single one of my clients when I'm doing emotion code and shamanic healing, energy work, modern mysticism, and I'm actually working with people, helping them release these stuck feelings and emotions and they're in their body. Sometimes I'm diving down into some negatives. Perhaps you've got curses, swords, daggers, entities, feeders. I mean, you can have a whole range of things from past lifetimes into, you know, emotional inheritance, like your generation, your ancestors, your great-great-great-great-grandmother was in the war and experienced trauma and she didn't resolve it, and so now it's yours to carry. Okay, so that's my job. I go and find them and release them. Now, once I do this, it's really important to put your psychic shields up. So every one of my clients gets their psychic shield up to 100%, and we identify the material it's made of and the thickness and everything, so you've got a really good visual. And then, of course, once you've done that, maybe you need to do it a few times to really get a good visual and to get a really intimate connection with your psychic shield. Then, when you say shield's up, you feel it, and it works. So, first thing, program. So that's two things. The first one, and the third one, I really wanted to mention this to you. It's something that came to mind when I was watching one of Donna Eden's video. She talks about the difference of magnets, and she does muscle testing. Now, when the north side of the magnet was actually next to, on someone's, where did she put it? On the neck. If you watch her videos, you just type in magnet energy healing Donna Eden, this video will pop up. So you go and watch that. And she puts a magnet on a woman and she's muscle testing her arm. And when the north side is stuck or put next to the body, the person's muscle testing is very weak. They're not very strong anymore. And if it flips over to the south side, it makes them stronger. Yeah? Okay. So the magnets that are you using in emotion code have an effect on your energy. So one thing that someone said is with the magnets, you only go back. You don't go back and forth because that's confusing your governing meridian big time. You just go from one side to the back. Yeah, that's really important. Or just down. You notice Dr. Bradley's not going up and down the back when he's doing it on people. He's just going down. So that's an important thing. Just go one way on this governing meridian. So I'm kind of like doing circles. I'm going down, around, down, around, because before I was just going like this. Oh my goodness, after a session with a client, I was totally exhausted. I was just drained. And the other thing is just paying attention to if it's the north or the south side touching you, that you're using. The north side is effective for drawing things out. Again, I refer to Donna Eden, that it draws the energy out. So if you're drawing out the negative emotions, the north side is best to use with your full intentions there. So keep your intentions pure, drawing out. That's why it's so effective. It actually, with your intentions, it draws out those stuck emotions, whatever is stuck in your body that you're working with, it just draws it out. With the south side, it actually disperses energy, like it kind of does this pushing effect. It disperses energy. So those are the three things that I'm going to recommend if you're new with emotion code or simply getting exhausted as emotion code practitioner, that you can use in order to, not get so exhausted, not get tired. So that's energy exercises, psychic shields, build that psychic shield, and watch out with the magnet and make sure that you're using it correctly. So I hope this video have been some good value for you. And again, for those who don't know me, my name is Carmen Santosha from Healing the Planet from Within, and I help people get unstuck from sabotaging and toxic patterns by using energy work. And I have an eclectic, a lot of modalities, healing modalities that I use, including Reiki, modern mysticism, which is to me similar to shamanism, and of course emotion code. So, and my super skill is to dive deep. Now, what I mean by that is, yes, when we're releasing the emotions, but sometimes there's a bit of a cluster of emotions there, and it goes deep back into your ancestral lineage, it goes back into past lifetimes, and those is origins of the source of a lot of the clusters. This is what I found with my practice. So thanks for watching the video. Namaste.